You're here on the Community Sports Show.
As I get rid of the pre-show screen, I should have hidden that while the intro was playing, but it wouldn't be the Community Sports Show without a Knowlesyism in amongst all the action, and it's a Tuesday afternoon. We tried it the other week and we've thought, well, we're doing nothing else, so let's meet our community, and it's a new segment and a big beaming smile here on
Happy to be here.
on our first guest here on the Community Sports Show for a new segment we're calling Community Chats. With me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston. It's a little better than Street Talk. I thought about doing a Street Talk, but no.
Community Chats is good.
That's been done. So viewers, welcome wherever you are across the globe. You're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our guest. He is excited and he's smiling from ear to ear, and it is none other than from the Lacrosse Pirates, Tyler James. Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Good to have you in the studio.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Now, you've made the long trek. It's a bit of a hoik from Alkimos/Yanchep to the studio, but you had a smooth drive in.
Yeah, it was good. Took me about an hour to get here, and it's nice chill down the freeway, down Reed.
Yeah, lovely part of the world. Lots of bush on the side of the road to look at.
Yeah, it was good.
Hopefully not too many cars.
Nah.
Well, mate, lacrosse. That's what we're talking about, viewers. The season's all but done. It is done. There's World Championships on and under-15 tournaments coming up. Yeah, we'll talk about the Aussies a little bit later, mate. Hold that enthusiasm.
I will.
Hold it. But you should get excited, viewers, I tell you. If you haven't already been keeping an eye on it, we'll catch up with the World Box, which is lacrosse term for indoor lacrosse championships over in New York.
Yeah, New York.
But we'll get to New York later. First of all, we know you, Tyler James.
Yeah.
You're a young fella.
Yeah, 23.
23, that's young. From Perth?
Yeah, so I was born in England, moved here when I was 7, and then, been here since. Lived in Tapping when I first came here, and then moved up to Yanchep when I was about 12. Been there ever since.
I think most of the British people in Perth that emigrate over here move up into the northern suburbs. So a big shout out to you all up there. So being English, I say that with a smile. Wait till the end of the show. But coming from England, was soccer something you grew up with, or?
I didn't play any soccer.
Didn't play any soccer?
My brother played. My granddad used to play for Leeds professionally.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Terry Casey. And he was going to play for Man United. Ended up having a car accident and didn't play again. But I like supporting United and following them, but never played it.
So if I said I was a City fan, would you still keep chatting to me? Yeah, I know. I don't know a lot about soccer other than it was the opposite sport where I grew up in Melbourne. It was either footy or soccer, and we didn't like each other for some reason. Now, viewers, I can see a couple of you jumping online. If you've got a question for Tyler or me, feel free to drop it in the comments there. If you want to ask Tyler a question, I'll edit it first, but we'll think about it. So you live up in the northern suburbs these days.
Live in the northern suburbs, yeah.
Yeah. It's fast just becoming part of the metro, isn't it?
Yeah, the train station's there now, so you can get, there's buses everywhere, trains down, so it's good.
This is a question not related to sport, but on a family matter. How far from the beach is the train station? I got asked this the other day and I didn't know.
If you want to walk, probably take you half an hour.
Okay, so it's a couple of Ks?
40 minutes.
Bugger.
Probably 40 minutes.
Hopefully my wife doesn't watch this because that's what she said. I said, it looks like it's just a couple of 100 metres.
You can catch a bus, though, straight to the beach.
Lagoon way. Well, that's not about the lagoon, it's about lacrosse, but a little bit about yourself. English, moved to Perth as a 7-year-old?
Yeah, I was here when I was 7, and then in year 3, so I don't know how old I was then, started getting into footy. Played footy all the way from year 3 up until year 11. I was in and out of like development squad for West Perth.
Okay.
Even done like a little pre-game before Freo played once.
Oh.
So that was good, yeah. And then
What stadium did you do that on?
I don't
Subi?
I think it
wouldn't
was
have been
Subi.
Optus.
No, it was Subi, yeah. So that was good. They done like a little Indigenous sort of development squad.
Yep.
Because my dad is, well, my granddad's from the Caribbean islands,
Okay.
like Antigua.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I got into that like Indigenous development squad, and then got to play before one of the games.
Was that the All Nations? Like
It
I know
might have been.
Nick Natanui ran a All Nations tournament and competition for the multicultural kids. So from all
Yeah, it might have been that one. Yeah.
yeah, because the Indigenous one I was involved with, and I don't remember
Nah,
seeing you
nah,
around there.
nah. It would have been the multicultural one then. Yeah,
Awesome though.
well, that was good.
Chose not to pursue that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I could never really like get into it, and then a few of my mates went to different clubs in year 11, and I was like, oh, well, this is no fun anymore. I stopped playing, and then Alkmaar Pirates opened up in Alkmaar, obviously. What was that, 6 years ago now? And first year I didn't play, but one of my good mates, his mum was the goalie for the women's, and he was saying to me, oh yeah, come down, come play.
Who's that?
Lukey.
Not Lukey.
Lukey. Shout out to Luke.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
Yeah, congrats. So his mum was a goalie from when she was younger, and they've been like in Perth a bit, in Queensland. They come back to Perth, Lacrosse club opened near us, and then she joined, got Luke to join, and Luke got me to join.
That's
That's
the way.
it.
That's a good thing about communities, though, isn't it? Mates and people coming together to create that opportunity. Because you, as a club, big shout out to Tamara, and we did this in the end of season lacrosse show. But the club's had a pretty good season. Tamara, first year up as president,
good.
you get a
She
Div
done
3
well.
title.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Beat the machine that was East Fremantle, and you played a little bit of a part in that. How many did you get?
Three,
Yeah,
I
it was.
think, and one or two assists. It was good.
Big day.
It was a big day. I was really happy with my performance. I think I played well.
But actually, while we're talking about Alkmaar, a big shout out to Chris Ford and Sam as well. Just recently got married.
Yeah.
I was thinking engaged or married, but
They got engaged at the last grand final we won.
oh, that was a few years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh well, congratulations, Fordy and Sam. Well done. Good to
Nice.
have you supporting the show, and congratulations on that. A few more Alkmaar Pirate
Yeah.
kids in the oven,
Yes.
no doubt. I'm not allowed. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that anymore. So no soccer. Mum, did she have a lacrosse background or?
Mum and Dad, no lacrosse background at all. I'm the first one in the family to start playing. Dad, he used to do a bit of karate, bit of fighting when he was younger, and then
What, professionally, amateur, or just in the
nah,
streets?
just like like amateur fighting, not just in the streets.
Sorry, that was me. I was reflecting there.
You got to clarify. And then my brother played football, like soccer,
Yeah.
and a bit of rugby. That's about it. So no lacrosse background whatsoever.
So how'd you get in? Well, you said you got in because of Luke and
Lukey, yeah.
connections there. But how long ago was that then?
So that was 5 years ago, and then I played that first season. The second season, I can't remember what I did, or the next season I should say, I either broke my foot or I broke my hand, so I didn't play that season. And then I was going to play the season after that, same thing. So the first season was either my hand or my foot, and then the next season was either my foot or my hand. And then the third season, went back, we won the grand final, and then one more season and this year. So four seasons all up. It's been going
How
good.
many premierships? Just the one?
The two.
I don't know, viewers. Sometimes the world isn't fair, but sometimes
Yeah.
it turns out. Look at the smile, you know, because these Fremantle, they went through that Div 3 season undefeated. And then
Yeah, I can't.
the
I
Pirates
still can't believe it.
made them walk the plank.
Sorry, East Freo.
No, I'd never apologize. Look, that's
That was a
sport,
cracking
though.
game. Yeah, that's
You know,
it.
that is sport. And I mean, the excitement, you had a massive crowd there.
Yeah, it was good.
Must have been pretty pumped,
Yeah, we were all
atmosphere
pumped.
wise.
We take it back to like the start of the season, and probably up until halfway through the season, we didn't really find our groove. And then Hammer, shout out to you, Hammer. He stepped
Hamish.
in. Yeah, Hamish, sorry.
No.
He stepped in. For people who don't know, he stepped in as coach and then sort of just molded us a bit. And we made it about getting along as a team and finding our structure and foundation, because we had a lot of new boys this year.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 or 6. And then from that, we just started working together, trying to play good lacrosse and support each other. And from there, it just took off.
Oh, it definitely took off.
Yeah.
You built it perfectly.
Yeah.
So credit to everyone involved. And you're in the centre there, so you get a lot of goals. So you play through the centre a lot. Did you have a favourite position?
Yeah, I like wing because I get to run up and down. I like scoring goals. But I like to do a bit of D as well, because with box lacrosse indoor, I'm a back gate.
A back gate.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean?
So you've got back gate and you've got front gate, and basically back gate is defense and front gate is offense. So you have 6 on the court at once, including the goalie.
Yep.
And you have like 5 in the offense when the ball gets turned over, 4 run to the bench,
Okay.
and you get 4 new ones on, and you'll keep the same position. So if you're in defense, you'll come off, the offenders will go on.
And it's a bit like, for the viewers at home, and we are a sports show and we cover all sorts of different sports. We used to cover ice hockey.
Yeah.
The concept, viewers, with lacrosse is certainly with box, which is what the World Championships are at the moment, is very much like ice hockey, where you can play around the goals. You can do that in outdoor, but just those constant swinging defensive, offensive, whole line changes.
Back, forth. It's a lot of running, yeah.
You've got to read the player as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you might have 2 people clear the ball on the opposition. If you don't have 2 people running with them and everyone subs,
yeah,
you got a fast
goal,
break. They score a goal, yeah.
Goal.
So you got to be onto it with the transition.
Now, you did pretty well in the grand final in field lacrosse. You're a fan of box or indoor, and I learnt this season, viewers, it's one of those how old were you when type things. Box lacrosse is actually originated in Canada because of the ice hockey fields being covered over during summer.
Yeah.
So they had a summer sport to play.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of similarities between the sports there.
Yeah, there is.
Fast-paced, high-scoring,
Hard hitting.
There's some big hits out there
yeah.
on ALN. And
Check out Ashby Dennis. He's one of the biggest hitters I've seen.
Well,
oh yeah.
Has he hit someone in the world yet?
Yeah.
Was that him on the back four wall? I saw that video today.
Yeah. Oh, maybe not on the back wall. I think in front of the goals.
Oh, okay.
But I seen that one as well, and that was ridiculous. They're smashing it out there.
But that's what sport's all about, getting involved, and they're well supported. You know, the men making history over there. Women's first time, first ever, and Australia. We'll talk about in a little bit, but having a good competition. Didn't start off too well for us. 26 zip.
Yeah,
but,
for the women's.
Oh, 26-1 it might have been.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll just give them credit for one in case all the mums jump on and tell me I'm wrong. Okay, so do you have a preferred type of lacrosse? Sixes? Because that's the other one that's coming in.
Sixes is coming in. I want to get into sixes. I've played one little, I don't know if it's a tournament of sixes, but the first year I played, went down to Relax.
Yeah, in Busselton there.
And they had like the normal field tournament, and then afterwards they said, "Oh, put your hands up. Who wants to do a little sixes game?" So we played a few sixes games, but that's the only bit of it I've done.
And really, sixes is like the T20 for cricket or the rugby sevens. It's reduced field size, reduced numbers. A lot. We had this conversation during lacrosse season. It's a 50-50 split because people go, it's not a pure game. It's all about attack.
Yeah.
And guys like you go, but I like to score goals.
Yeah, scoring goals is fun.
So there is that. And sixes is the format that will be going to the Olympics in LA.
Yeah.
23, that'll make you 27. Any plans?
Crossed.
Is this
Fingers
because
crossed.
we're about to find out, viewers, why this bloke's in here? Not just because he likes his lacrosse, but he's heading over to Canada shortly, and a couple of days' time.
3 days, is it? On Friday.
So, well, let's have a look at that then. You're travelling to Canada.
Yeah.
By yourself?
I'm going with my girlfriend.
Excellent. And
shout out to Chanel.
Chanel, good
Love
work
you.
there, yeah. And we'll find out how deep that love runs as they spend
We
some
will.
time.
Yeah, we will.
But look, it's great, seeing the world, having experiences together. I can't recommend that enough, So awesome to you and Chanel. You head out on Friday. Where are you heading apart from Canada? That's like saying I'm going to Africa.
So we got it kind of loose. There's not much planned.
Yeah.
We're flying to Toronto, staying there for a couple days, and then flying down to Winnipeg. Not the nicest place, but I've got a mate there, and I met him through, well, I'm pretty sure it used to be the murder capital of Canada, so that's lovely.
Why, is it close to Chicago?
You didn't hear that.
Is it at the bottom of Canada?
Sort of bottom, middle, I think.
So in the centre.
Yeah, so it's like Toronto's over this side, and it's like here.
And Montreal somewhere over there.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Okay, just asking.
But I'm going there because I'm meeting a mate who I met through lacrosse. 2 years ago, I went to Melbourne to do the Commonwealth Cup, the Juniors Commonwealth Cup, and there I met Sam. And then last year, me and Lukey went to Canada to play in the World Juniors.
Yes.
And he drove to where we were and hung out with us.
Awesome.
So I'm going to go to where he stays. He's got a room for us both. We're going to play some fall ball, which is basically their field season.
Okay.
And that finishes in the start of December, end of November. And then after that, there's no lacrosse until April. So just be travelling around. Sightseeing. I've wanted to travel forever, and I was going to go right before COVID. And then COVID happened, so I was like, I better stay. And, life sort of caught up with me, got involved in lacrosse and other things. And now I'm like, it's time to travel again and to be able to go to a place where I can learn about the sport I love. That's the bonus.
Well, Canada, I guess if I'm honest, probably is on I would like to see, but it's not essential. But you've been there a couple of times, got mates there.
Yeah.
What's the lacrosse scene like in Canada compared to Perth? Crazy?
Crazy. It's next level. When we were there last year, so I went with my mate Luke from Pirates as well. We went and played in a World Junior tournament last year in Saskatoon, and the first thing that Rick, like the team manager, said to us, he was like, you guys, you played before, it's all fun and dandy, you've not played
Yeah.
lacrosse until you've played it here. And we were all sort of like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay."
mate, whatever.
We had a scratch match against the local junior team. I'm pretty sure the score was 26-4. And half the team was out by half time with cramps, injuries. Yeah, we weren't ready. Rick was right.
Yeah.
You've not played until you played there, so it's different caliber.
But for a sport like lacrosse that doesn't get a lot of attention here in Australia, it's growing, and credit to Lacrosse Australia for the work they're putting in behind the scenes there. It is growing in different states, but it's not a high-profile sport. But everyone, I don't want to, but I'm going to, make the connection between lacrosse and American Pie. I think that's where most Australians
Yes.
actually know
What's
lacrosse
his name?
from. Chris, I think.
Yeah. Casanova.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about Casanova, but so most Aussies don't even realise that we're actually quite a strong lacrosse country. You know.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
And so for you last year and Luke, and because that was, I think, IIJL.
IIJL, yeah, championships.
And there's always controversy in all sports about who funds what, but
Yeah, there was a bit of controversy
look,
last year.
you went and represented, and credit to you. That should stand you in a bit better confidence going over there this time.
Yeah, for sure. And as well, I got chose to be a part of the nationals at the start of this year.
Yeah.
And we came
I think that
away
was
with
mine.
we came away with the win of the tournament, and playing against men, I guess, because it was a junior tournament when we went to Canada.
Yeah.
Playing against men and seeing what it's like to get thrown about a bit more was an eye opener too, which was good. Give me a bit of a confidence boost.
So I didn't ask this question earlier. You're paying for yourself? Are you well off?
Paying
Mum
for
and Dad
myself.
helping, or?
Mum and Dad have been helping by, because I still live with Mum and Dad, cook me dinner, do my washing. Thank you, Mum, love you.
Big shout out to my son Aaron.
So, yeah, they've been helping me with all that kind of stuff. And obviously...
Keeping costs down, letting you save.
Exactly, letting me save. So I've just been, grinding the past...
couple of years.
Year or so, yeah. I think the flights were booked in March, April this year.
I'll trust you.
And then, I've just been trying to save as much as I can before I go to get ready. I'll work while I'm over there, but
Okay.
I would like to have a bit of
Are you
freedom.
just busboy in it, or have you got a job that you
So-
can transfer over?
The first place we're staying in with my mate Sam, he should be able to get me a job with him, I think.
Yep.
Hopefully he's a removalist.
Yep.
And then he says there's heaps of jobs in the town, like barista work, bar work. I've got my RSA, and so does my girlfriend as well. So we'll just see what happens. No jobs lined up or anything, just winging it, going in there.
Sometimes that's the way to see it, though. No set plans, just loose ideas that I want to be here.
Yeah,
I'll get there.
exactly. That's what it is.
Live in the moment and experience it all. So, how long are you over there for?
We've got a 2-year working visa.
Okay, so
2 years, and then we'll see what happens after that. We might travel somewhere else, maybe. I'm not sure.
now you said you haven't packed yet. This was off air, viewers. I just want to check. Given that you're going to be there for at least one 12-month cycle, their winter. Have you been through a Canadian winter before?
No,
No?
I'm not ready. I don't think. The only thing I'm going to be packing is
Boardies
tracky
and
bottoms.
singlets won't work, man.
Nah, tracky bottoms, hoodies. I've got a couple pairs of thermal pants as well, some gloves.
They work.
Yeah, so I'll be stocking up on all of that, getting over there, probably buying some more over there, and then when summer comes, it'll just be a matter of getting some stuff, I think.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it light,
Yeah.
especially if we're travelling.
So that's all Canada. It's America's northern neighbour. Any plans to dip in and check out the States if they're still there in 6 months' time?
Maybe. So
Speaking
I'm
of crime,
spewing because I booked my fights and then realised the Aussie boys were there a couple weeks before.
oh,
So I was trying to work out to meet them over there and go watch. So I would have gone to New York for that, but otherwise I think I'm just gonna
stay north.
stay north and maybe do little trips if I'm free for a week or something. If
Yeah.
I've got the money, just go here,
Just
go there.
cruise around.
Go to New York, Vegas. That'd be cool. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm not too fast.
Que sera, sera, as
Yeah.
they say, mate. Let it be. Let it be. Sorry, I'm contractually bound to sing at least one line every
Of
broadcast.
course, of course. It'd be rude not to.
Especially when it's in my era. Now, speaking of New York, viewers, the 2024 World Box Lacrosse Championships are on at the moment in Utica in New York. And we were talking about the Australian team before, the men's team you've just
Yeah.
missed out on.
Yeah,
They got through a tough pool competition, but they were
They did.
undefeated.
yeah. They smashed them. They absolutely smashed them. They've been, they've been killing it over there.
Now, this is
It's been
where
good.
my question about allegiances is going to come in a moment, because you're Aussie.
Here we go.
Oh,
I
here
know
we
where
go,
This
he
is
says.
going.
I know where this is going, he says.
I think you're gonna ask me. I've had a few people ask me.
All right, well, I'll put it out there. Whose side are you on? And
Gotta
then we'll
be the
move on.
Aussies. Gotta be the Aussies.
All right,
All the way.
just making sure.
All the way.
Otherwise, whoever's in government, please check his visa on the way back in.
For sure.
No, that's true. Monkey see, monkey don't say. I was going to go very inappropriate there about a different country, and we love our lacrosse players from there. But look, the men were undefeated in pool play, and this morning, earlier today, we took on Scotland for a spot in the round of 16, which is basically your semis.
Yeah, semis.
And competition like that. Well, viewers, we're pleased to announce that Australia's ambitions to climb up the world rankings is progressing after a dominant day.
Oh yeah.
Dominant is the word used
yes.
there by ALN.
Let's go, boys.
On day 5 of the World Box Championships. After falling into that play-on game scenario, it was all goal difference, and because I think there's 32 countries playing.
Oh, there's a lot.
More than 32.
There's a lot. Yeah.
So Australia in the top of our pool, or
Yes.
up in the top couple, had to play off based on goal difference. But a couple of Wembley boys, Matt and Lucas Wood,
Yes.
just opening up the scoring early.
Yeah.
Scotland, well, credit to them, they came back with a couple of goals, but that was met, and this might be the one you're referring to here, with a fierce response. This is thanks to ALN. Big shout out to Tim and the ALN guys that have their socials following lacrosse all the time. A fierce response by Australia with Anson Carter from Victoria,
That was
South Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ashby Dennis of Subiaco responding with 5 goals and apparently
Crazy.
a big hit.
Crazy. Let's go.
Let's
I've
go.
been waiting for Ashby to score some goals in the box court.
He loves it though, doesn't he?
He loves it.
You know.
He's really good.
Colin Jeffrey was on fire in the goals for Australia, and it's good to see young Lucas Deshawn, we'll mention him in a moment, getting some time in the cage, keeping Scotland at bay as Australia went on to work in the second quarter, with Anson Carter bringing up a hat-trick, Tyler Reynolds and Marcus Arambatsis keeping Scotland at bay to extend it to a 10-goal lead at half-time.
They're smashing it over there.
Second half, they tried a bit of resistance from the Scottish guys, and this is where my legend sits, because we were talking off air before. I've got my Aboriginal background, and on the other one I've got my Scottish background. So I'm declaring I'm an Aussie too. But bad luck, Scotland.
Unlucky. What can you do?
That's what can you do. Australia, well, they could do plenty. They responded with the next 5 goals as a balanced offence. Continued to prove the difference with Jesse Winnan, the man. He's got a big beard.
The legend.
Yeah, he's got a massive beard. And Chris Plum in amongst the goal scorers. And with the game in hand and holding a 19-6 lead, the last quarter was simply a procession as Australia started to look towards tomorrow with Lucas Deshawn standing up. And they've even got a meme about him now.
Do they?
Deshawn demand a wall.
Yeah, let's go.
So a big shout out to Lucas, having a great time over there. Holding Scotland at bay in a low-scoring final quarter, Australia winning 21 goals to 7.
Good on, boys.
Which means
that's good.
That what's going to happen now? I'll let you tell the viewers that last paragraph.
Well, we go into round 16 where we verse Ireland.
Yeah,
they're 9th.
Well, they're 7th.
They're 7th.
We're currently 9th. If we beat Ireland, we'll move up from 9th in the world. I've
got some Irish background as well. Sorry.
That's all right.
Aussies all the way. Come on, boys.
Well, we're all bits of... We're all bits
and bobs of everywhere.
Bits and bobs of everywhere. And that's okay. We love everyone regardless of where you're from, who you barrack for. So long as you're involved in sport, that's my take. You know,
that's the way.
Community or professional. Now the women making history in
Let's go, girls.
in the world lacrosse scene. Australia in the first ever World Championship for women's box. They claimed second spot in Pool B after a big 13-9 win over Germany. To wrap up their competition play. Both sides were 2 each. You know, Australia, we started off, we mentioned it just at the top of the show. It wasn't the greatest of starts, maybe nervous.
Yeah, getting them first
against Canada.
For sure, there's the powerhouse. As some would say.
But Ava Darinko and Kate Hooper of Subiaco, well, Ava's not from Subi, but Kate, continued their stellar play to wrest the lead away. Germany coming back with a 3-2 quarter-time lead. However, the start of the second, as the men do, I think the women are taking... I think they're feeding off each other.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're feeding off each other.
When you're all there together and just around each other and around the sport, it's... you really do catch the energy and catch the vibe and feed off each other, and it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, so the women went into a defensive tussle as well, but another woman, this time Charlotte, rose to the occasion, scoring 2 of the next 3 goals to give Australia a 2-goal lead. Germany getting 1 back, but it was... Now, this is where I smiled, looking at the report. Ladies, passion is good on and off the field, but don't play so passionately that you start your second half with 8 minutes worth of fouls in the first 5 minutes of action. That's taking it just a little bit too far there.
Yeah,
I think Chantel Oliver might have been in there.
We've been there.
Yeah, dear.
We've all been there.
And as a result of that, the lead evaporated. Germany clawing it back to 7 goals apiece. But again, the defence of Australia rose to the occasion, with Abby Burgess-Bryce and B. Cameron getting a goal each to restore the lead to 9-7. Charlotte with 1 to break the backs of the Germans. That's how it was written.
That's
passion.
how you said it, to break the backs.
He got 1 back, but another run from Australia and Olivia Wills of East Fremantle. Is that what you call her?
Bulldozer, yeah. She's good.
I've never known that, but during any broadcast now, I feel it fair to tell you, Liv, you will be called Bulldozer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She scored an empty netter. Good for her though. You know, the family's over there watching.
Yeah,
You mentioned
wicked.
that before. So well done to both the men and women progressing through to advance Australia in the world lacrosse.
Yeah.
And as much as the men take on Ireland, the women, and this is why I was asking before, the women take on England.
Yeah.
That's either going to be Thursday
Come
night,
on,
tomorrow
girls.
night, or Friday morning. Check ALN or Lacrosse Australia for details on how to check that out. Because
They
unlike
should have
us,
the schedule
you
up.
do have to pay a little bit to watch their streams.
Hmm.
It's the way of the world.
That's it.
You know, you want to see it. I smile, Tyler, because KO make you pay, Fox make you pay, different channels
Yeah.
make you pay, ESPN. And even they have tech issues. So for a little
Yeah.
old bloke sitting
Yeah.
here in the studio,
Doing pretty good.
I do all right, you
Doing
know.
awesome.
But for you, you're doing awesome as well. Before you head off, any mum and dad reconciled with the fact that you're gone? Are they looking forward to no washing and cooking for 2 years? Or
Yeah.
you want to say hi or bye to anyone out there? You've mentioned a few people during the show.
Yeah. No, thanks everyone for all your support. Thanks to all the boys this year at the Pirates. Couldn't have done it without you. We really, we really had a good year this year. And thanks everyone. Thanks mum and dad. Thanks to my girlfriend. I'm excited
Yeah,
to be
remember
moving
that.
across country
Remember
with
that.
you. And shout out to her parents also.
All
It's
right.
hard.
Well, on that note, mate,
Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Thank you
Safe
very
travels.
much.
Maybe we can give you a shirt and get a photo in the Alps of.
Oh, beauty.
Does Canada have Alps
I'm sure.
or
they
just
do.
mountains?
Mountains, I think.
We'll have. I want to see the show shirt in the
Yeah.
snow.
Hey, I might be might go to the Alps in between. What is it?
The
Did I say
Rockies.
December and
That's it, isn't
April.
it?
December and April. There's no lacrosse, and I seen a thing like a job advertisement in the Alps in France or whatever.
Oh, mate, do it.
To do some like work in the lodge there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that could be good. So I'll take a photo for you.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want to be the one in the shirt overseas taking photos, but I'm going to have to wait a little while. But you're going to enjoy it, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Charlotte?
Chanel.
Chanel? Sorry, Chanel.
It's all right.
Sorry, I'm an old man.
That's-
Chanel, enjoy your travels. Tyler, last question. Do you need any hookups over there? Or you've got your mate Sam?
Yeah, I've got my mate Sam.
To all our Canadian lacrosse
Yeah.
supporters out there. Look
Look out for me.
Yeah, look out for him.
Look out for me.
And be gentle with him. He thinks he can play, but as we found out,
Yeah,
the
it's
competition's a
different.
little
It's
fiercer.
different.
All right, well, that is the end of our first ever community chat. Hope you've
Yeah.
enjoyed it as much as we have.
Yeah, it
Bit
was
of fun.
awesome.
On behalf of Tyler James, I am Noel Nosey Johnston, leaning in to click the stop streaming button here on the Community Sports Show. As I say each and every week, wherever you are, take care, stay safe, be nice to yourself, but in these troubled times, please remember, be nice to those around you too. And speaking of which, AFL Grand Final this weekend?
Ooh,
You won't
I'm
be
out of
here.
it.
You're
I'm
out of it. Brisbane versus Sydney. Do you have a tip? I'm not sure if I'm filming it yet.
I've heard a few people say Sydney's gonna
Smash
gonna
'em?
bring it home. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out if Sydney do bring it home. And Young, I see you there.
Young Utah, no way. I think that's one of my mates.
Big shout out
It's
to you
going
there,
on.
Young. That's what we
Yes.
love about this, mate. You know, community is global.
Awesome.
And I'm glad we caught that. I thought that was an error
That's
message.
awesome.
No, I was ignoring it.
That's wicked.
But wherever you are, stay safe, take care, be nice to yourself, and please be nice to those around you too. The world